Hello and welcome to another video. Today we have a replay where all of my laners did bad because people kept asking me for tips on how to win games where all of your laners go 0-10 or something like that. And we already have an issue from draft where my laners decided to pick AP champs with Evelynn for some reason, even though I told them I'm going Evelynn and I asked them if they're going to go AP or AD, and if they said they're going to go AP, I would just go Kha'Zix, but okay, sure guys. And we have the issue that most of the enemy team can buy some kind of MR. Like Elise can buy Banshee, this guy can buy Force of Nature, this guy can buy Banshee, and this guy can go full tank. So have some issues. Obviously we're pathing towards bot side because there's no point in me pathing towards an Olaf and a Malphite because I cannot kill Olaf and there's no reason for me to play for Malphite. Meanwhile my bot lane is doubled range, so it's actually volatile. And something I might be able to at least use something with. I also don't even have topside prio, so really pointless. So we're going to clear, and the idea right now is just to get to 3 camps and then decide what we want to do, right? But generally the decision is going to be between full clearing and ganking bot lane. So looking at top lane is really only recreational. There's not much of a reason to look top lane because the odds of me going top lane are like 1% or less. So yeah. We did see that they traded quite a bit, but sounds like a damn issue, to be honest. Then after we finish this stuff, we now have like a hard choice kind of here because our bot lane is getting ganked and there's like a fight, and we could try to go there and help them, or we can keep clearing. And I wanted to finish the grump with my spikes and then I ended up resetting it. Monkas. But it's kind of awkward to stop clearing in these scenarios because you don't have W because you took 2 points on Q to clear. So yeah, really awkward. I decided to go towards top side now because Elise was bot side, and I can also meet Elise in mid lane if she tries to gank this. And for some reason they still haven't fixed the thing where your Qs don't hit the person that you have charm on, which is really dumb. So then we see that Elise went top side, and we're like, okay, that means that I can at least take the bot side scuttle. So that's something. And then I look for a ward and possibly her raptors, but her raptors are down, but a ward is possible. And I want to gank mid because she just ganked top, so I'm not gonna have much to do anytime soon. But Evelynn Q targeting is amazing, honestly. And this just gives me some first try gold, and my Seraphine decides to miss her spell again because she's a funny guy. Very good player. And Elise is the most balanced champ of the game and most skilled as well. Because for some reason she can repel on minions and not care. About anything in the world. So then now I need to do at least 1 camp so that I get Sorix. Or wait, I can't even get Sorix. Not bad. Never mind. But I need to do at least 2 camps so I get enough XP for level 5. That's what it was. I think that's what I wanted. I was not happy. I was not happy because my teammates picked AP top and mid, and it pissed me off when I even explicitly asked if they're gonna go AP or AD. Then I see this and it's useless, and I'm like, okay, well maybe I can go top lane and kill that guy. But the problem is that by the time that he finishes pushing this wave, he's gonna probably be 6 because of the 5:30 timing. So then we're like, well, shit. The problem is that now I actually have damage to kill him from this HP, but the problem is that he has this W, man. And his W gives him way too much. But I actually ended up getting 1-for-1. And the wave is good for Malphite, so I really like this. But Elise came there and she smited and whatever, so it's not so good for Malphite anymore, but I don't care. It's good for me. Because I have some gold to play with now. So yeah, as you can see, already Disaster mid, Disaster top, Disaster bot. So if we look, bot lane, each one has 1 death. Top lane, mid lane, each one died 2 times. So our team is 0-6 at 6 minutes. So then right now we just try to get level 6 as soon as possible. That's all we really need to do. And then if it was a weaker enemy jungler, then we would try to fight the enemy jungler whenever it's possible. Maybe look for a gank, maybe look for invade or something. But since it's at least like complete cocaine champ, we need to actually fight enemy laners and not enemy jungle. So now we want to use our Senna to like bait, but there's no real way, so we just take Elise instead. And since these two are staying, maybe we can get around them and try to assassinate more. And that's the way, like, this is a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to do if you want to win these games, because the issue is that you can't play consistent and win 1v5. Like, that just doesn't work. Like, you're gonna have, or well, I mean, you can play consistent, but you can't have the same consistent outcome always, because you need to punish enemy mistakes. Because enemy can lose 5v1, but you can't win 1v5, right? Like, if you're playing, I don't know, if you're fighting in real life against 5 people, you can't win. They can only lose. Like, if they're too weak to knock you out, if they go at you 1-by-1, stuff like that. But obviously, if you, like, if you're fighting against 5 times Mike Tyson in real life, then what are you gonna do? Nothing. Even if you're Mike Tyson also. Doesn't matter. And we ganked this guy again, and yeah. I got chunk at least, but my Seraphine went away from me, so she decided that going towards bot side was good. So she died. Happens. That guy hates being human, but it's okay. That guy also thought this draft was good. So, not surprising there, because he last picked Seraphine. Okay, interesting timing. So now we look for a top lane gank because this guy's slow and my Malphite is getting ult. The main reason I wanted to go top lane is because I saw that my Malphite was getting ult soon. So I thought if I don't go top, then maybe he solo kills or maybe he just wastes ult. But if I go top, then at least I can maybe get him to ult. And it might give me something at least, possibly. So I see Elise then on Dragon. So I'm thinking, okay, I can take Scuttle safely and maybe Herald. And I do the classic where you Q the thing before the charm ticks down. Like a real Evelynn player. Hashtag limit testing. The good thing about this though is that I will be able to get an item of choice after this with my mythic. And by item of choice I mean Sorks. Or Aether Wisp if you want. Bog Champion. Or Blasting one. Wow. But since I get another kill from this guy, because if you look, then the wave is like really well done, right? So it's slow pushing, so this guy has no choice but to walk up. Because if he doesn't cross, then it's just unplayable for him, kinda. I mean, he can just AFK and do nothing, I guess. But he'll never do that. So now I actually get another choice, which is I can get a needlessly. And that's what I choose to do. The reasoning being because I play first strikes, so the more AP I have, the more I will get when I combo someone, I think. And I also like rushing Raudons with these builds. Or well, these runes. My bot lane keeps trading kills. And my Senna actually looks decent now, right? She's 3-1. But, no, don't worry. Because I know, if my Senna was doing well this game, then you would say, but one of your teammates is still doing good, and my teammates all go 0-10. Okay, well, Senna is not gonna be doing good for a long time, so you don't need to worry about that one. So don't worry. This guy will start dying 20 times soon. So then we turn back, because I know that Caitlyn died a while back, and she should be coming to lane right about now. So we see her, but we shouldn't combo quite yet, and I don't want to block this, because if I block this I will lose the kill. And I don't care if my Senna dies, I want the kill. We just collect the kill. I think gold is worth more on me than anyone else in this game anyway, so if I can trade gold with enemy, I'm fine with that. So now we wait for our ult and we just clear until we get it. And enemy Elise decides to be a special guy. But I'm thinking that there's no way that Elise Leonia is killing me when I have ult and flash. So it's like chilling for a bit. And Akali flashes on us for some reason. And now I see I have my Varus there, but I just want to collect the shutdown on Akali. And since I collected the shutdown, which is my highest priority, I decided that, okay, well, what if I just run mid, take the wave, take like one plate, and then just herald the tower, and just take first tower for myself. This way, look at how much gold I get. I'm on 1950 at the start of this. Okay, 1990, what the fuck? Maybe I had more before. So I'm already on plus 200. Ah, okay, I got 1k gold for doing that. That's pretty chill now. Pretty chill to get 1k gold in my opinion. And also I know that Elise is somewhere in her jungle and pretty low HP, so I decided to try to invade her. But pink and she ran away, so whatever, man. Now we have so much gold that we can actually buy Ravidans and Sorix, and I'm gonna do that. And with Ravidans and Sorix, whenever we combo someone, we will actually get a lot of gold from first strike. And it's really amazing if we can keep killing Olaf, because while that guy will not give as much gold from kills anymore, he's gonna give a lot of gold from first strike due to, for example, shielding some of our damage and having a decent amount of HP anyway. This enemy is making a play bot side, but we're gonna try to pick off top lane and get a free kill. So it looks easier and it has a shutdown. Then we take a wave, because why wouldn't we? And we can even fight Olaf 1v1. The reason this can work is because we're so fed that it's just free, and even if he ults or charm, then his MR is still lowered, I notice I'm maxing my W because enemy has a lot of melees. They're gonna go in, and they probably have a few people who will go MR as well, so I'm gonna get value out of that. And I'm pretty much always gonna get W on Olaf if he goes in, because I can just put it on him when he's about to ult. So then now let's clear a bit so that we get XP. We're currently 2 levels up, which is pretty decent. And our teammate somehow killed something. And oh yeah, that Senna that was 3-1 is now 3-4. So yeah, I mean, not the most positive teammates, but I mean, our Malphite is doing fine, but he's still losing. Well, he still was losing lane. He's just Malphite. Like Olaf was ahead in CS and kills and everything, so this is not playable, so I just go away. Okay. So then, after this, we do kind of want to play for Herald a bit, because we have ult and we're pretty strong, but we don't want to overforce it. Like if it's possible, I'll look for a Herald. If not, I'll look for a pick or something. That's also fine. So I end up getting a pick, and see, I got 100 extra gold on first strike without my ult damage. If I got my ult off before the first strike as well, then I think I would have gotten like 150. Let's say. It's pretty good. I like it. So now we want to just get the gold we need for Void Staff, and if we can do that before Dragon, that is amazing. Because with Void Staff, we will literally one-shot anyone in the enemy team. And here I find Caitlyn, who I think is a shutdown at this point, but my E bugged. Like, my E just didn't go off, I don't know. Or maybe I did it wrong, like, I don't know. But somehow I didn't get my E off, even though I was in melee, so whatever that means. I don't know if it's like a bug or I failed something or what. Anything is possible when you're sick, so maybe. Then we do like one more camp, because I need or well, I want Void Staff. I could even get it already because I have Futures Market, but I don't want to be on Dragon early anyway. Like, I will just give it up unless something weird happens, because I don't have ult. And now I saw that they're picking off a Kali, and I can just get Olaf probably for free. So I thought that I will fight this. I didn't really want to ult, but then I had to ult anyway. Well, I don't think I have to ult. In hindsight, I probably don't have to ult, and I probably shouldn't. But I really couldn't be bothered at the time. So now by simply punishing enemy mistakes and not making mistakes ourselves, we are very fed. And since this fight went fine enough, we can take Dragon as well. And if you get the Dragon or 2 on Evelynn, then you can be really confident that you win, because then enemy can't use Dragon as a 1-con against you. So despite me being 11-1, the game is negative for us. We're 21-25, so should be satisfactory for those of you who wanted to see a game with all lanes losing. This guy's ending again, as per usual. soon tempt that power spike for that guy. And both of my bot laners soon tempt that power spike as well. So we go mid, because we want to defend towers, obviously. And here I just see that my Malphite has ult, so if I go in with my Malphite, then it should work. So I just collect the free kills. You could go for Caitlyn and try to do something, but sounds like a lot of effort for low return. And I ulted there just to make sure that I do enough damage so that that guy dies for sure if he goes for my teammate, so that my teammate has a better chance of living. That was my reasoning anyway. And I want to do these camps, but I don't really want to get caught in my jungle, so I'll put Monka S here. But when I'm done, then I'm like, okay, cool. Now I want to just walk down mid and I want to combo someone, whether it be to kill them or to get first strike gold. But since I don't really see a chance, I just take the scuttle and then I go for it. Because the timing was bad before, like enemy had the wave next to their tower. And I got unlucky. Well, I don't know, not really unlucky, just should have been faster, I guess. And she got away. Like if I can just combo her, then I will get 50 gold anyway. Or something, which would be pretty decent. But yeah, I walk to bot lane now with my Seraphine, but my Seraphine decides to leave me. And I think I can kill him solo, but then I realized that Leona's faker apparently. And my Seraphine is not human. 0 chance that guy's human. Government AI Bergeron sent to my game to test if I could tell that's AI or not. But the government didn't know that I could tell. I could. I couldn't, I can. In these fights, we just have to play slow. Wait for the enemy to walk up or something, and then maybe combo them. But this guy's like going deep, so I'm like, okay, let's see if he keeps going deep. And if not, which apparently not, we just do this. Now I want to walk like this because it's the best chance I have to getting close to Baron, because I don't want them to do Baron. But Elise is dead, so they chose not to. And I just wait here. So right now we need to look for a good chance to go in, but this is not a good chance to go in because we don't want to go in the middle of the lane. The best chance to go in is when our teammates are close to the enemy and when the enemy is close to tower. Because in that case, they're getting herded by the tower and the allies. This would be a pretty good chance to go in, but the minion blocked my Q. So I actually lacked damage a bit. And she actually gale forced out of my ult, so I didn't end up doing damage to her. I mean, I don't think the ult would kill anyway, because the minion decided to block the Q for her. But I do kill Leona with good ranged Qs. And then this guy is like free pick usually. And now I get 16 off this, so we're 4 levels up. And we got our next item. We buy Elixir as well, so that we're strong for Dragon Fight. Because if we win Dragon Fight, we get both Dragon and Baron. And our Seraphine reached her 10 death power spike, PogChamp. Yay. Yay. And my bot lane is almost reaching their 20 death power spike. Also yay. He's working on it again. But this is not too bad. We actually get one of them for this. I chose to get Elise because she's the jungler, so In that case, it's easier for me to just force the objectives. And I even got 200 extra gold for comboing Elise with my Lich Bane. And here I look for more picks, because if I get picks, then we can get both Dragon and Baron, but it's a bit awkward. So here we're gonna take Dragon, Dragon. And we're gonna try to take Baron as well if possible, but if enemy like full commits contest to Baron, then we might have to back off. Since we do have to keep in mind that we don't have Seraphine ult, we don't have Malphite ult, we don't have Evelynn ult. But it does look like we're able to get it, so we collect this. Now it's time to base, and we're gonna get another Elixir and a Magi. And that's gonna be our best spike right now. Because with these items, we have the most AP we can currently get, the most pen. We're gonna see what happens. So we go down mid, and I'm looking for a pick. I would like to pick a Kali, but the minion blocked my Q again. And we do get her. The Malphite got the shutdown, but I have enough gold anyway, so I don't need it. And since I went full damage build, I can actually one-shot Leona now with Charm, which is pretty cool. This guy goes in, so a little 1k damage E. Go around, get this guy as well. And we basically just killed everyone off our item spike. We can kill this guy as well, for good measure. And we should be able to end the game off this. So did my laners do well? No. Did my laners do anything special? No. Were they really helpful to me? No. I mean, my Malphite was kind of useful sometimes. He's playing Malphite, I don't know. It's not like he did anything that's like rocket science, but yeah, rest ult. But as you can see, just playing to exist and punishing the enemy when they make mistakes was enough to win this game. And if the enemy doesn't make a lot of mistakes, then you're just not gonna win. I mean, the higher elo you go, the less of these games you will win. But this is like plat still, so most of the games here are still winnable like this. Though obviously if you go and you play this in like, I don't know, Master, then it's gonna be only winnable like half the time or something. And then if you play this in GM Chell, then it's gonna be winnable like 10% of the time. But the point is that in most of your games, these games are going to be winnable anyway. And while it's not too important to focus on them, because if you can win games like these, then you're easily going to win the games that you play and the game is normal, right? Like, I did lose a game, but I lost it because my mid laner just didn't buy items. I ran it down, opened mid, and then the enemy just took every tower and I can't play the game. And I didn't get any shutdowns because all the shutdowns went to my teammates and I got none of the kills. Okay, I mean, some games you're gonna lose. If you can't get yourself ahead and your teammates are doing bad or griefing or something, then sometimes you lose. I can win this game, the one that we just saw, because I was ahead. And I was ahead because I punished enemy mistakes and the enemy made enough mistakes for me to be ahead. If the enemy plays perfect, then I just won't be ahead. It won't really happen in plat, but I mean, it could, I suppose, if we're coping a bit. It does obviously depend a lot, though, on what kind of champions the enemy plays, and also what kind of champions you have in your team. But either way, pretty much every game is winnable, and you shouldn't really think that your games are unwinnable. But at the same time, you shouldn't be too focused on trying to win every game. Like, it's fine if you lose games like these. Like, I don't expect most of you, I don't expect any of you actually, to win a game like this in your own elo, only when you're smurfing. And what's the point of caring about what games you win or lose when you're smurfing? You should care about the games you win or lose when you play in your own elo, and these are not the ones that you should be fixing first. Obviously, it's good if you can do something about them, but they're going to be a lot harder to fix than the games that are more even. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.